It's a dark and stormy day, perfect to go over my picks for UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Borralho. This is a perfect fight night, absolutely brilliant, put together by the UFC last minute. Yeah, so let's get into this. Really a completely terrible fight night that, the UFC assembled very last minute. But let's jump into it. Cannonier versus Borralho. So I'm only covering the main card because I know we don't care about the prelims as of this moment. In the future I'll be covering the prelims, and the prelims on this are just a disgrace though. Again, it is dark and stormy outside, so I'm sorry for the lighting, but Jared Cannonier versus Caio Borralho. I do got Cannonier winning this one. He is a vet. Obviously he's gonna fucking beat Caio Borralho, but in reality I'll give you my real pick, which is Caio Borralho to win. And I honestly think he could win like a round 3 TKO, KO. I know a lot of people are saying maybe a submission for Caio Borralho. I personally am going to go as far to say he wins by knockout. Now let me see. They're giving him only a 31% chance to win by TKO. What a rookie move, man. I'm going to hammer that line, man. But yeah, so if we look at it, guys, I mean, Caio Borralho, obviously he's an undefeated guy in the UFC, and I always like to pick the undefeated guy. That's why I picked like Drickus against Izzy, and yeah, it's always good to pick the undefeated guy. And moreover, he is a part of the Fighting Nerds gym, which is a very popular gym as of this moment. It's an up and coming gym, and everybody knows, Fighting Nerds are undefeated, right? And guys, I've heard rumors that, honestly, the first person to lose at Fighting Nerds, the first one of the prospects to lose at Fighting Nerds will get pulled behind the shed and shot in the head, okay? It's a rumor that I've been hearing circulating around. So Caio Borralho does have a lot of pressure on this, because if he does lose, I think Gene Silva will probably have to put him out, sadly, but he does have a lot of pressure on him. And, a guy like Cannonier, I'd consider picking Cannonier if he did take a little more rest, but he did get wobbled in his last fight. I think it was a very early stoppage, but he did get wobbled. We need to consider that. And you can't, you can't take a fight so early. I think it's because Cannonier's been at the nursing home, the retirement home, and Volk's been there too. And Volk might have whispered into his ear, maybe told him to take this fight. Volk's a big fan of short notice fights. So I think Cannonier might have listened to Volk a little too much and taken his advice. And, now he's stepping in on short notice, but not great in my opinion. I think his chin needed a little more time to recover, so that's why I'm picking him to probably get chinned in this fight. It's gonna be sad because Cannonier is one of these real men. He's a real fighter. I mean, he's not an NPC, right? He's been on Joe Rogan, so he's a real guy. If you see a guy on Joe Rogan, that's when they officially become a real person. So yeah, Cannonier's a real person. He's got a cool little personality. So if he wins, I'm gonna clap it up for him. But I think he's 68 years old, and it's not his time, man. He's gonna get sent back to the retirement home, sadly. And Caio Borralho, I think it's his time to shine. I think it's his time to break into the top 5. Cannonier's ranked top 5, right? But whatever. I think it's his time to break into the top 5. So we're gonna move on to a more interesting matchup. Probably my most hyped up matchup, maybe of the year. This is like one of my most hyped up matchups. Tabitha Ricci versus Angela Hill, bro. This is a completely good match. I mean, Tabitha Ricci is a nightmare, bro. She's like a killer be killed type fighter, bro. She's like Yuri Prochazka almost, in my opinion. Even more, like, she's better than Yuri Prochazka. And then we got Angela Hill. She's a tough cookie. She's like Jamal Hill. So this is like basically like Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prochazka. This is very 50-50. So I'm gonna ask my friend here to help me out. Let me see. All right. We're flipping a coin. Tails is Tabitha Ricci, right? Heads is Angela Hill. Tails is Tabitha Ricci. My friend here told me to go with Tails, so we're going with Tails. Tabitha Ricci will be winning this one. Obviously, I think Baby Shark is going to get this one. She'll probably hit a little emote in the octagon after, but I think Tabitha Ricci takes this one home, man. She's a complete killer. Definitely going to go to decision because these girls are just too good, but Tabitha Ricci by decision is my final pick. And then, oh, whoa, look at how amazing this card is, where we have 4 fighters that don't even have pictures. That's amazing to say the least. But oh my god, Robert Valentin versus Ryan Loder. I'm gonna go with Robert Valentin. I'm sure he's probably the favorite for this, but I'm going with Robert Valentin. You know, he's confirmed that he is a real person. He's been on Tough, so I'm going to have to pick him because I've got confirmation that he is a real person. And I think he'd be a cool little personality to have in the UFC's, you know, rankings or whatever. What am I saying, bro? I don't even care. I don't care about this fight, and he's not going to be ranked after this fight. So I sound like I sound a little stupid enough saying that. But I'll just pick him by submission. We don't care about these fights, bro. Honestly, none of these fights are good. So I don't even know why I'm making this video. But it's coming out late also because I just don't care about this card that much. Jared Cannonier's a cool matchup, but these ones are a joke. Marion said, like, bro, who are these guys, bro? I don't care about these guys. I don't have to be a fucking, I'm not a casual because I don't know who these guys are. I just don't care. So honestly, I don't know about this fight. Yeah, alright. I just did like 2 seconds of research. I'm picking Ofli. He's the underdog as well. This guy seems like a beast to me. He hasn't lost since 2016, so I'm going with him. I don't care about this fight at all. This is like, oh my god, this fight night's terrible, but I'm picking Ofli. That's a good underdog pick. That's another underdog pick. Don't tell me I don't pick underdogs. But Neil Magny versus Michael Morales. I think Neil Magny takes this one home, bro. Neil Magny is insane. Insanely underrated, but in reality, let's go with Spider-Man here. We're going to go with Michael Morales. Now, Michael Morales, he's a cool little prospect. Undefeated guy. I'm always going to pick the undefeated guy. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but I'm going to pick the undefeated guy. And I think he's the real deal. I like that he's Ecuadorian. That's pretty cool. My favorite fighter, Chito Vera, is also Ecuadorian. So let's get some more Ecuadorian talent in here. But Michael Morales, undefeated guy. I think, dude, Neil Magny, I know some people think he's like a prospect killer because he beat Mike Mallet, but Mike Mallet, he's not that guy, okay? And I was actually rooting for Neil Magny, but in this fight, I'm definitely not going to be rooting for Neil Magny. I know he's a cool dude. But, I don't know if he's going to get KO'd, like these odds say, but I just think, I know Michael Morales will win this. It'll probably, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, though, if it's like an underwhelming decision, like a 29-28 Michael Morales, and people, like, lose hype around Michael Morales. But I think it would be cool. I don't know. I'm going to pick Michael Morales, though. Michael Morales wins this. Dude, what is this fight, bro? Like, you cannot call me a casual because I'm not interested in these fights, bro. I know nobody is interested in these fights. Edmund Shahbazyan versus Gerald Meerschaert, bro. Dude, oh my I'm going with Edmund Shahbazyan, bro. Look at these records. This is disgusting. I'm going to go with 13-4 over 36-17, bro. I'm going with Edmund Shahbazyan. I think he's going to win this fight, guys. Let's be realistic. This doesn't need a breakdown. KO. Let's fucking pick him by KO, bro. I hope he KOs this guy. Yeah, but I honestly, I'm done with this fight night card. These prelims are complete dog shit. I'll tell you right now, I'm picking Dennis Bazooka, Zachary Reese. I'm not picking Chase Hooper Victim. I'm going to pick James Lontop. Oh my god, this is a freak. I'm going to pick Nunes. I'm going to pick Nunes. She's a freak, as in, like, freak of nature, as in a beast. So I'm picking Josephine Nunes. I'll pick Nathan Fletcher. I've heard of him. I'm going to pick Wayne Kong, bro. What? Okay, I'm picking Wayne Kong as well. That's what I'm picking for the prelims, in case any of you hardcores are interested. But that's it for the fight night. I'm sorry. This is probably, like, the worst video I've put out. Just because I don't care about this fight night whatsoever. The only matchup I care about is Jared Cannonier versus Caio Borralho, and this is actually something that will have an effect on the division, unlike these other fights that are complete dog shit. Maybe Michael Morales is going to be a good fight as well, I think, but other than that, man, this is pretty cooked, and the UFC is in shambles, it seems like. But, which whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed this very entertaining fight night card. I doubt anybody watches to the end, because it is a very bad fight night, but it's whatever, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know if I'm a total casual for picking Caio Borralho to beat Jared Cannonier, and I'm probably wrong about that or whatever, but yeah, leave a like on the video, comment, subscribe for daily MMA stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.